Welcome back to Fourth and Troll Fantasy.
This sucks. Like, we just had a conversation about Bijan Robinson where we said this sucks. And Breece Hall's been worse than Bijan Robinson. Maybe not collectively,
last 2 weeks,
but over the last 2 weeks, yes.
Yeah.
I'm worried. I am. If I'm a Breece Hall manager, I believe that this is going to be a struggle and an issue for a lot of the season going forward. And if I could, I would try and sell while his name still has value. Truthfully, I would sell. I would sell him for Bijan Robinson. I would. I actually really would. If I could do a 1-for-1 swap, if the Bijan manager just was like wanted to just swap out there, I feel better having Bijan Robinson on my fantasy team rest of season than I do Breece Hall. Even with the struggles we've seen from Bijan, I still feel better about Bijan than I do Breece. Because I love Tyler Algier, but Braylon Allen is really good. And this is a legitimate concern for me.
I'm not too worried, to be honest. I'm not panicking because I know when the stretch ends. I know when this skid ends. And if you can make it to week 10 for Breece Hall, then you will have that top 10 running back. And I know that's a lot to ask for right now. We're just going into week 6.
Yeah,
currently.
I mean, that's 5 more weeks.
Right. So that is a case for me to say buy low on Breece Hall because Denver and Minnesota are very good defenses. So I can understand that they have down games. Any offensive player has a down game against those two teams. I understand. Having 3 points and 6 points in full PPR is really bad. So I understand we're in this conversation now. But he's got Buffalo next, which should be a bounce back. And then he's got Pittsburgh, which should be another bad game. And then New England, and then Houston. We'll see what happens. And then after that, man, once you're in the playoffs with Breece Hall and you need a win to get in, he's got a wonderful schedule. I'll just rattle it off real quick. But it's the Cardinals, and then the Colts, and then a bye week. Then it's Seattle, and then it's Miami, Jacksonville, Rams, and Buffalo to close out the season. Once we get through week 9, Breece Hall will be just fine. But altogether, sure, I can say for real for the next couple of weeks, but I'm not panicking. I say you can buy low, and I still see him as a top 10 potential. Braylon Allen is great, but I'm not too worried.
Yeah, the Denver and Minnesota are really good defenses. I just don't know if I need to win, I don't know if I have until week 10 to then be like, okay, now I'm gonna pop off. If I need to, like, if you're a Breece manager and you're winless, or you're 1-4 or even 2-3. I mean, it's hard if you have more options and you could still sell him. I don't know. I think I love the guy. He was my number 2 running back this year, but I worry about the feature ability anymore, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I'm a little worried. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Denver's a really good defense. Minnesota's a really good defense. I wish he's
still in full PPR top 15 running back. He's 13th after 5 weeks. And that's still better than Jahmyr Gibbs right now. Even after that game and even after the week against Denver, he's still and I know Jahmyr Gibbs just had a bye week, so it doesn't really count. I was going to say
Jahmyr Gibbs has
But he has still outperformed Bijan Robinson to this point. Bijan is still barely in the top 20. So I don't know who wins maybe if you want more of a consistent floor in your Breece Hall owner, I understand if you want to make that move. But I think in the end, Breece Hall will be fine. This is just a bad stretch because they're not winning. Aaron Rodgers is struggling, and they played some tough defenses, but he'll get going. I got some faith.